Heyoka and Starseed and Heyoka family, brothers and sisters. First and foremost, this video started at 119, which is a reoccurring number. However, it's mirrored, reversed. Usually see it as 911. You see it? I want to talk to you now about our own accountability in our communications with people who don't see what we see. So sensitive and connected to things above and below. We see, hear, and feel things on the other side of the planet we're not even attached to. We know when something's not right in nature. We know instinctively. But our communication with people who don't see what we see, know what we know, can be troublesome. I give you an example. I'm sitting in the car and nighttime, and this big beautiful moon is out, and it's just orange and bold and bright. Looked at it, said, think it's about time I let my wolves out. I wasn't thinking about the ramifications or the interpretation of others around me hearing it. Sounded funny, I guess. To me, it was being serious because I looked at that moon and instinctively wanted to let the wolves out. Inside the car, one person snickers, thinking he's out of his gourd. He's crazy. Wait a minute. That word. You're going to hear that a lot. But it's a trigger word, isn't it? Because it takes on a life of its own inside the heads, hearts, and minds of the people receiving it. Crazy. Was I crazy? Let's continue. The other person in the car immediately gets on their phone and starts looking it up. Lo and behold, oh, this is a wolf's moon. Haru just said that. You see the difference? You're not always going to be communicating with people who understand you. You won't. You'll get one or the other. Very rare to have one of each in the same place at the same time. I didn't look that up. I just looked at the moon and said, time to let the wolves out. I knew. You know. You're not crazy. Because you knew without knowing how you knew, you did know. It's up to others around you. That's why you need to be careful. Oh, most of the time, you're going to probably be around, as I have been around, those naysayers who jump to dismiss you out of pocket and okay, whatever. Yeah, those types. And it takes them time to, he was right. Don't take it personal. They can't see you. They can't feel you. They can't hear you. They just can't, for whatever reason. Whatever blocks, traumas, whatever generational curses they're under at this particular moment, they can't hear you because you're not speaking on the same frequency. Not your fault. Not their fault. But because we feel things deeper, we see deeper than surface. It is difficult to communicate and put into words. Even if you're with someone who is supposedly gifted as well as you, you're not going to see the same thing the same way. So you have to be careful and patient with your words, with your attitude, and with your energy. You just have to. You know why, Heyoka? Because our road is harder than a lot of other roads because we have a higher calling. We have higher purpose. Oh, as one gifted said to me, God has a plan for you. But you have to speak multiple languages at the same time. You have to be able to speak multiple frequencies at the same time. Bilingual, multilingual, trilingual, whatever. Be that. Or strive to be. Because I have met so many in my time that just dismiss it out of pocket. I had one test me about a blimp. And I look at the blimp and I say, it's not a blimp. They zoom in. On the surface, it's a blimp. Below the surface, it's not a blimp. Metaphorical and interpretational. That's not a blimp. Because the technology inside that blimp that they're using derives from things that do not appear on the periodic chart. See, sometimes you even have to read your own self. Sometimes you have to put things a different way. But be careful, because I think I read something and a bit baffled by it. But the issue was, you tell somebody something, they don't believe you, then you go and you find it, the information on what you're talking about, and you present it for their consideration. That is somehow considered to be narcissistic. Did we skip past the part where we tried to communicate that to someone who was a disbeliever, a naysayer, or a doubter, who didn't bother to look it up for themselves? Just, meh. But somehow that's narcissistic, to present the information that illustrates what you were trying to say, even though you're just trying to reach out to explain yourself in another way to this person, that person. But these days that's narcissistic, I guess. So let it be. We're not speaking on the same frequency. Speaking of frequency, let me get this out the way real quick because I'm going to end this video. I'm running up on 8:32. Interesting. Frequency. The more you absorb, the stronger you get. When you can get to a level of meditating peacefully, 9 or 10 frequencies at once, that's not schizophrenia. That's not schizo. That's not crazy. That is an indication of your ability to absorb, your level of power. 10 frequencies at once while doing an 11th thing. Think about it. Try it. If it don't work, it don't work.